All right, my guys. So fuck it. Let's just start. Let's fucking go, guys. So, welcome back, everybody, to your favorite 420 pod. This is your main host, Chino, as always, ladies and gents. Anyways, on today's new episode, we have already some familiar faces that have been here on the pod slash in our vlogs as well. And fun thing about these guys is they are sponsors as well. So, Midwest Terps, welcome back, everybody. Welcome, guys, to the pod. It's been a while since actually the Halloween bash slash Mario Kart tournament. It's been a while. Yeah.
Yeah,
So how you guys been?
man. The pleasure as always, man. Always a great time. Good conversations for sure.
Most definitely, most definitely. But how you guys
What
been
up,
though?
Cheeto?
What was that?
Man,
What up?
man,
What
What's
up?
up? What's up? What's up?
a whole lot of moving, a lot of moving parts we're trying to put into place, and just man, busy, 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 man.
Yeah, how's your Halloween overall?
Mine was dead, man. The where I live,
Yeah,
we don't get any trick or treaters, man. We're out in the middle of nowhere, so
I'm sure you were just baked eating some candy, huh? By
yeah,
yourself. Yeah, you got
yeah.
yourself a bag.
It was just a regular day for me.
That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up, man. What about you, Tom? What about
it
you,
was
my
dead.
guy?
It was dead over here. I actually stay in the cul-de-sac with full of kids, and nobody was out. I actually was home by 3 o'clock, and
Oh,
nobody
okay.
showed up.
Damn, it'd be like
Yeah,
that.
it
I
was,
think this October is Halloween. They actually had some decent weather. Ain't gonna lie. I remember it used to be like they be getting either the rain or the snow, but it was
yeah.
cold, but it was pretty decent though.
Sun was
Uh,
out. It was Friday. That was just weird.
yeah,
It's a
right.
psyops. It's a CIA psyops.
Oh,
Damn, damn. Okay, we're going that way already. Oh hell no. That's what's up, y'all. No, no, most definitely. Nah, for myself, man, I really didn't do much neither. It kind of went out, but ain't nothing too crazy. It's Halloween though, ain't nothing. Little some, you feel me?
Right?
But are you guys like smoking tonight during the pod?
yes, sir.
Yeah, what you
Man, we
guys
all
smoking on? What you
uh
smoking on, guys?
guy on the couch and Haterade.
Okay. And I'm guessing these are new strains from you guys, because I feel like I have not heard of these before.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah.
they all placed in the latest gems in genetics.
Okay. I know you guys won a couple place couple spots in the recent Gems and Genetics, which I'm guessing was one of those two, right?
Uh, both of these that I have on hand is what we entered. Is one of the few strains we entered.
Okay, but did you guys place on the most recent Gems and Genetics though?
Yeah, yeah. First,
Mm-hmm.
third, and fourth, I believe.
Okay. And was it with any of these that you just mentioned?
Yeah, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, yeah.
okay. So tell us about these two strains that you guys just dropped.
Yeah. Like, hey, guy on the couch speaks for itself. Actually, it's real sedating high. Like I'll just sit there and get stuck in one place or another.
Mm-hmm.
And Haterade is more of it hits, but just not as heavy. But it's more like it's a steady thing. It's more of a steady like high. But
Like
both
what?
both hit, both kick,
uh,
taste great.
so like as in steady, like what do you mean? Like in stoner ways, what do you mean by steady? That's
Like it doesn't just either kick. It doesn't give it like a kick and tail off. The high is like a constant high all the way through. So
okay.
you get a real nice. It's still a heavy high, but it's a constant one. Like either you're gonna pass out to it
Mm-hmm.
on some sleep shit, or you gonna just sit there and ride it out.
Damn, okay. So it's like a hit, it's like a 1v1 that type of shit, huh?
Yeah,
It's like it's
it's
like it's like literally. I feel like it's like you just mentioned like guy on the couch. I could just imagine ourselves, one of you guys or even myself, smoking on that and just
yeah,
be like. guy on the couch, and you're literally in the couch just smoking like our boy E right now. I bet right now. Are you smoking guy on the couch?
No, I was
Oh,
smoking.
I was gonna say,
No,
and I bet you are the guy in the couch right now too.
man. If I was smoking it, I would be. That's why I'm not. It's definitely man, you have to smoke that at the end of your. Well, for me, because
Mhm.
I'm ripping and running, so for me, it's like the end of the day smoke. It's real heavy. It's a heavy end.
Okay, okay,
Uh,
okay, okay. That's
I'm
what's up.
smoking actually a sativa, Midwest lemonade. I'm not smoking anything heavy. Just I want to breeze through the podcast. I'm not trying to couch lock and be that guy on the couch.
Hey, that's good advertising, man. If I pass out there, we know we doing the right thing.
Yeah, no,
You said it here live, folks, on the pod, literally.
Like Tom over there, like he over there asleep. He over there asleep on the pod. Like, yo,
we we gotta give a little description of the strain on under the description of the pod so they know exactly what the effects is for this. That's what's up, yeah. That's what's up. I'm Devin, as you guys already know. I'm Devin on two different strains here. Right now, I actually took before we started. I actually took a dab of Rui of something called blue raspberry slushy.
mm,
So let me just so I can show you guys real quick. Um,
that
so
actually sounds really tasty. Does it taste how the description?
Not really. A little hint at the end. I ain't gonna lie to you. Just a little hint at the end, but the smell of it and like cause I have the hot pen, right? So every time like I'm burning it as I'm dropping it on my puff coat, like I smell it. Like I can smell like that,
Right.
raspberry. But overall, like as I'm hitting it, smoking it, it's just like a little dryness. I know it's not too like I feel like the taste. It's like the aftertaste to it, it's like um you just kind of like I guess it got to sit on it for a little bit. You feel me?
Right on, right on.
And then my other thing here, boys, we got what's called frozen grapes. So these are both resin. But this is a jar right here.
That looks pretty clean, man. That looks
I
actually
know. I'm like close up on my screen trying to see it.
But yeah, I got me some rosin, but I feel like that I gotta save me that for like special occasion. You feel me? Like on some like on Sunday, like for Sunday football, you feel me? Like a perfect example too, man. Perfect advertisement. Guy on the couch. Guy on the couch on a Sunday. Guy on the couch on a Sunday. But yeah, speaking about football, guys, I mean shit. How about them Bears, bro?
I know, right?
How about them fucking Bears? For all my Chicago peeps out there, my stoners that follow football, are Bears, bro.
Yeah, I haven't been following them, but I see that they're above 500 this year, so that's a plus.
Dude, we're literally in second place, but in other words, I guess we're tied in first place with Detroit. So I mean,
Yeah.
that's really dope, man. I mean, whoever knew, right? Like, damn, about fucking time, right?
Exactly.
See, I mean, I feel like we were talking about. I know we were talking about this before, Tom, about the whole Bears, and you understand where I'm gonna get to in a little bit too with my Cowboys, you know.
I forgot you're a Cowboys fan.
Yeah,
I,
yeah. I'm a Cowboys. I'm a we them boys. But anyways, the head coach, Ben Johnson, bro. I mean, I think like that's really like the coach that we needed, man. That's a special key that we did need to have, especially since we have already that QB, which I mean you can see by the way that he plays now, like why we picked him and stuff like that. I know like he looked very rough and he didn't look like how we thought he was gonna look in the beginning because again with all these fucking coaches that he had and again we had a fucking defensive coordinator as a head coach, but
yeah.
it is what it is. But yeah, man, I mean shit, it's a good time to be a Bears fan. I ain't gonna lie. Sundays became fun.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Yeah, yeah. Uh,
It's a roller coaster though. Each fucking game, like it's like oh, like in the beginning, it's like oh, are we gonna win? Are we gonna win or not? And then like we score, and then like close to halftime, it'd be a decent little run, right? And then like
right.
come to like third to the fourth, it's like fuck, are we gonna lose? And it's like that always like those last minute plays, bro. And it's just
Nah, you're not lying though.
like
That's that's all you building up for, really. I mean, it sounds good to want to watch your team have blowout wins all the time, but that shit gets like you want to see them like see what happens in the moment. You want to see like moments. You want to see history. Everybody wanted to be there when they wanted to see Jordan make his final shots and clutch moments. You want to be there to see it as a sports fan yourself. You want to be able to see iconic moments in real time.
most definitely. And I feel like although like it's not blowout wins, it's very close wins, like it's like either a 3 point, difference, a 2 point difference, but like I'll still take that fucking dub. Us
They're
Chicago
not.
should still
Oh,
take
true,
that fucking dub,
true.
bro.
True, but you gotta pay attention to them betting lines. Them betters know what they doing, homie. They are very close to them spreads. They say it's 3.5. It's probably gonna be a 3 point game.
See, I mean, like,
Like
like
they're
uh-huh.
online sports betting. If you look at the betting lines and they tell you what the point spread gonna be, like 3.5 or 4.5 or even 7, either way, they're pretty close to that shit, bro. It's very rare that a team exceeds that what they predict.
I don't know, man. Sometimes I feel like it's also kind of rigged. Um, you
Yeah.
know, like I'm not sure if you guys were following like the World Series this year, but if any of my listeners, who's listening, has caught on to the World Series or not, but like they really like dragged every fucking game. Again, I'm not sure if you guys were caught like ever saw the games or not, but like they would like literally go like towards the end of like game seven, the last game of the series, just to advance or take the L, and it's like damn, you feel me? Like I understand that might be good, marketing and stuff like that, dragging it just so I'm sure both teams could get money, the league can get money and stuff like that, but like yeah, no man, sometimes I was like, bro, like I know damn well, like for example, like the Dodgers could have literally like wiped out um who were they going against before they went against the Blue Jays? Did you guys watch
Brewers,
did you guys watch, huh?
the Brewers,
Right,
the
yeah, right. Yeah,
Brewers.
yeah, there you go. Thanks, Tom. I feel like the Dodgers could have fucking swept the Brewers. But like if you saw like no, they did it. Like they literally kind of dragged that series out just so they could advance.
They
It was
did
like,
sweep the Brewers. No, they swept them. The
did they?
Dodgers swept the Brewers. Yeah, they whooped they because the Cubs lost 3-2.
You're right. You're right. Was
Yeah.
no. I'm thinking of another series. Fuck, I forgot. Um, because it was the Brewers, and then it was the final, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
and they
right.
swept the
Yeah,
Brewers. They beat their ass.
yeah. They did. They really did. They beat the ass for us. Hell yeah. Fuck the Brewers. Fuck Milwaukee.
Yep, yep.
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah. Fuck the
Fucking
cheese.
cut you.
Fuck the cheeseheads too, bro.
Yup.
Yeah.
Exactly.
No, no, no.
Always fuck this.
Yeah. No. We talking about my Cowboys, bro. We getting somewhere, man.
But you in Chicago though.
It's okay. I still rep the We Them Boys. I got my CD Lamb jersey still hanging. Might pop out to the Urban Legends with that jersey.
Here we go.
I
You
gotta
ain't
make
got to
sure.
come with that.
I gotta make sure I gotta take a picture with Tom that day. It's just so we can post it on the gram so he can see He's cool with a Cowboys fan.
Oh, cool, Cowboy fan. Don't get me wrong. My people don't mean I'm still ain't gonna talk shit about that team. What the fuck, man? Y'all ain't did shit in forever.
Nah, shit, we ain't shit right now, bro. We barely hanging and on to second place. But yeah, no. Anyways, you guys, yeah, no, football is just something else right now. Um, but overall, I mean, like, how did you guys feel that the Mario Kart slash Halloween bash went? Overall for you guys.
Man, I think it went all
Mm.
right, man. It could have been better, but I think there was a lot of outside influences that were going on with like the ice presence. We had a few vendors that backed out because of the ice activity that was going on. But I mean, overall, I think it was good, but I think that did hinder it a little bit. But other than that, man, I think it was a good turnout.
Yeah, I mean, shit, I can most definitely felt the whole vibe again. Everybody did seem to enjoy themselves. Again, there is a full vlog in our YouTube channel for the full, how it went down. If you guys didn't get a chance to slide through or what's not, but I mean, I I I liked it how you guys had like the Mario Kart in like a separate room, and then you kind of had like the whole vendors on the other room with the DJs and stuff like that.
Yeah, we tried to separate it. Because I think the last Mario Kart we had, there was a lot of interference with the vendors and everything else that was going on in the background when the
Mhm.
gameplay was going on. So that little separation with the room that we had, I think was key, especially with the DJ battle and the performances and all the extra things that were going on out there. So yeah, I think it was planned out definitely a lot better. And I think we could thank Myra
Mhm.
Hefe for that. She coordinated a majority of that, so that was her thought.
That's what's up, yeah. So like I guess like coming from like, Mario Kart Part 4, is there like have you guys thought already of, Part 5 coming out, or what's gonna happen with Mario Kart Tournament?
It's still gonna go. We're still gonna keep it moving. I think we might do something in December, something along like an ugly sweater party with Mario Kart. But yeah, we're gonna keep our every other month Mario Kart tournament still going for sure.
Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up. I like how you guys are putting in the theme of the holiday or like, within what's going on. Like for example, with October, with the Halloween, and now you guys are talking now if anything were to happen in December with the ugly Christmas sweaters, that's what's up. Hell yeah, bro. Um, the I love the creativity of like how you guys put in to these events, and I'm sure it's between you and you guys and Myra. Again, shout out to Myra 420 baby. But like I kind of see it how you guys don't want to just kind of keep it as the same thing of the tournament, although the tournament is a fire event. Again, bringing in that Mario Kart game with our favorite plant, but again, just keeping it new, keeping it fresh, um, because each event is different for sure, most definitely.
Yeah, man, we try to stay out of the repetitiveness, man. We try to, even though, like you said, the base core concept is Mario Kart, but we try to throw in different things for people to interact with, whether it's the DJs and then,
Mhm.
like we're going to do an ugly sweater contest where there might be trophies that get handed out for the ugly sweater contest. But, just try to, change it up and, the same thing gets old. You keep doing the same thing over and over and over, kind of gets repetitive. So I think that's where we try to separate ourselves from the rest of the herd is just try to
Mhm.
keep it different.
And like coming as like I get, you guys as event hosters and stuff like that. Like you don't think like that's kind of like one. I don't really want to say a struggle or anything, but like something that kind of like is like a takeaway for somebody like other people within the industry of with events, you know, thinking of new ideas or not trying to keep doing the same thing.
I don't think there's a creative struggle with the group of people that we have. I mean, we're always ping ponging ideas back and forth. There's some great ideas that don't even get brought up. We have so many ideas in the bag that, you know, there's definitely options. And I think, when you're open minded and you have a good group of people around you, I think those type of things aren't hard to come by. Tom would tell you, man, we got a terp saying to where we do like the
Yeah.
Terpadelics or
Yep.
like I got this one where I'm gonna call myself Terpzilla. So we always ping pong. Our creative minds and imaginations are always going back and forth.
Most definitely, most definitely. But like as well, like I guess even like as within yourselves, you guys, looking as like a stoner point of view or just somebody that's willing to like just go to these events, but like when it comes down to like the events, like kind of what you guys were talking about, staying away from the repetitiveness, but as well, like, um, how do I say it? Like, cause again, we're involving consumption and everything, but you don't think like there's a limit, or you think the limit is within like I guess your own self. I'm not saying like you guys technically, but like in general, the person I guess coming with the creativity or like hosting events.
Uh,
There's no limit to creativity because the events are based in the community and not just the cannabis community, but the local communities that we host these events in. So then you take from those communities, and it leads to more creativity because it's others inside both communities giving input.
You you got anything to say, my guy? I
Oh
see you
no
just
way!
I
That-
see you just smoking, but like I'm just trying to get
oh
like at a deeper level though on this though. Like do you guys trying to like do you guys understand what I'm trying to say?
no,
Like I guess like again like is it really like because I guess within like the whole thing of letting people smoke, especially because that's one thing, that's one key thing of it. But like, well, like coming from like somebody that's like looking at a standpoint where like looking at in general with every event and generalize, like, is it hard for one to kind of like picture it of like saying like why would I like me going to an event to smoke and like vibe when I can kind of do this at home?
it's for it's but I get what you're saying. But it is for those. It's based upon those that want to be out. And sometimes you don't always want to sit there and smoke by yourself.
Hmm.
And you may not personally want to host an event like a group of people at your house to do that. So it provides that. So it's like it's it's never a shortage of abundance of people who want to smoke socially. Because you always, like I said, it leads to creativity, it leads to exchange of ideas, and
Hmm.
um, it's like sometimes you take yourself out there to get to know people, and you'd be surprised what you learn. And cannabis is just the medium for it. It's just how we all, a group of people that choose to be social.
Most definitely. And I think like we should always be lucky like to have these type of events. Example like you guys with Terpament or the in the Salton versus organics on like having that safe environment or having like that secure spot where we can all be, high stone, be able to like, pop out your stash, you could get a couple dabs in, because again, you guys are providing a safe environment. And we all kind of know that it's a very reliable spot, that we all know that it wouldn't kind of, get raided or in whatsoever. You know, like nothing bad could happen in that spot. You feel me?
Right.
And that also ties to like also being like there's not a lot of like lounges. You feel me?
That
Consumption
too.
lounges. You know, and that's where it also creates another loophole or situation or whatever you want to call it for us because just kind of how you were mentioning Tom that not a lot of or like not a lot of us would want to kind of just smoke alone and in your own crib, like it's nice, not gonna lie, it's nice to put it
Yeah,
on a couple cartoons or watch whatever and smoke, but it's also nice when you're with a group of friends or you're just meeting new people,
yeah,
over a joint or a blunt or or a dab,
Right.
for sure, for sure. And there's not a lot of people that own a residence to that allows full consumption. So you may live in an apartment to where you can't openly consume without getting kicked out or having problems. So these events not only give you a safe space to do that, and like you guys said, there's no consumption lounges. And I think once they pass a bill for that, you're going to see a lot more of these events popping up on smaller scales. But for the people that don't live in apartments that can't consume without having the police called or having a neighbor that doesn't smoke, these events allow them to come out and socially do what they can't do at home. Or there might be somebody in town that's at a hotel. They can't smoke at a hotel. Now you can come to one of these events. So I don't think there would ever be a saturation of events or something like that going on.
Mm-hmm. No, most definitely. I think if anything, like we should normalize these type of events and stop calling it, like underground or the gray area, and just
Yeah,
kind of making it or focus it on making it just seem event or just another event. I know it's not like I think you can never like put it under an industry event because sad to say because it's not like it's not on the shelves, It's but and it's coming like from every the vendors and stuff like that. But at the same time, like it's something that we should also not kind of like ignore it or whatsoever, because it's not only like about the dispensary um events and stuff like that. It's about our events. It's about the community events because that's what makes us. That's what
yeah,
makes the Chicago community. It's these type of events.
yeah, for sure.
Yep. Yep.
Um, but yeah, but I'm sure we'll get there, man. Baby steps. Um, I know if you guys have been taking big baby steps in Minnesota. So tell us what's the big update going on over there, fellas. When are you guys touching land out there for the first time?
I mean, we're making progress. We got a few things going on to where security systems are being put in for being close to the final inspection. Um, yeah, I mean, we're chipping away. Um, we as entity, we've dropped off some equipment out there. So there's about I don't want to say numbers, but we got equipment out there. Solar panels have been put up. Um, it's a process, man. It started off slow and then it picked up, and then now I think we're kind of like leveling out and getting to that final phase to where we should be up and running hopefully before the year's over with.
Okay, okay. So like, how's this looking like from I guess now that we're talking till the end of I guess the year?
It's going to boil down to the final state inspection. So the security system consists of having every square foot of the growing facility monitored. We got to have like a keypad, security entry to where holes got to be drilled into the door and walls. But I think that is pretty much the final phase of everything that we have going on. And
Mm-hmm.
then once they come in and do that state inspection, we'll have the green light to have a fully operational grow facility.
Okay, okay. So then, like, I guess after that, how much further is there till you guys can like start planting that first seed?
Once they give us the green light, once we pass that final state inspection, which could be within the next month or two.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, oh shit. Okay. Wow.
Yeah, so yeah, it's going to be happening real fast. We didn't think it would be happening until like next year this time,
Hmm.
but
Wow. You guys excited?
nervous,
Nervous?
nervous.
Eh, why nervous?
There's a lot of business, a lot of
Uh-huh.
moving parts, a lot of things that we don't have any experience in that we're going to have to learn and get accustomed to really fast.
Gotcha, my guy. I know. In this whole in that situation, I would have fucking felt nervous too. But I just want to just kind of pick your brain, why are you feeling what you feeling, man?
It's,
uh, but that's what's up, man.
there's a
Again,
lot of
man.
not not all about growing now.
Mhm.
You got to get lawyers involved, business lawyers involved. Now contracts got to be drawn up.
Mhm.
Now um,
Yeah, bro. You guys playing with the big
know,
boys now.
things got real, real fast. So yeah, we're
Yeah.
we're turning into businessmen real
Yeah,
fast. You know,
y'all gonna be rookies of the year. Uh, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. Again, quick congratulating you guys again. On the show and stuff like that. For starting up out there in Minnesota and bringing out a little bit of Chicago over there. I know it's still part of the Midwest, but ain't nothing like here though. Although it's a
yeah,
little fishy industry, but we still gotta love it though.
yeah,
Yeah.
It's what we got, man. It's like it's like I guess, but we'll still take it, right?
yeah.
It's
You
better
guys
than
are just
nothing.
subs, right?
Yeah, most definitely, bro. Most definitely, most definitely. But like, so like, what do you guys have in mind of like what's gonna be your first lineup out there once you start dropping that first seed?
We don't know, man. Because we're able to purchase seeds and clones, so we'll be able to bring our own source of seeds, and then we'll also be able to like outsource as well. So, um, that's gonna have to be picked very precisely, and depending on the market. The market's swinging out right now. I hope we transition out of the candy phase real quick and go into something gassy. But
And
market's always swinging, so we're gonna go with the trend and follow what the market is looking for.
well, do you like the candy side?
I mean, I can't dislike it because we have a lot of candy strains in our archive. So I
Uh-huh.
mean, I guess it all depends on the strain and the flavor. For me, I'm not against it.
Exactly.
So then why I know you mentioned like you have it in your archives, but is it like just because like you got those seeds or you kind of chose those seeds or is it just kind of like just based on um like your audience, likes, based on what they get from you guys?
The seeds that we've purchased were all an initial decision in house, not anything that was going on in the industry.
Hmm.
I look at the crosses, what the mom and parents are, and make the decision off of that. But I also try to keep a variety. I don't try to limit anything to just like a candy or a fruit or a gas. We try to have a lot of everything, or a little bit of this or a little bit of that.
Most definitely, most definitely. Yeah, because it's a different taste your dun drop compared to like your cherry tree. Most definitely, like those are two different,
Two
you know,
different profiles for sure.
most definitely, and tastes, most definitely. Um, but yeah, no, it's very interesting, that you So once you kind of guys go towards like the gassy side to it, would you guys still focus on the candy side? I see Tom getting a little cheesy right now.
Well, you high as fuck. That's what I'm laughing at.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Yeah, hell yeah. It's these fucking dabs, bro.
I do. I'm looking at you. You're like he high as fuck right now.
It's dabs.
I'm a gas man, dude. I like, man, anything
Mhm.
stinky, raunchy, the GMOs, the garlics, our lemon cherry gelato, our lemon cherry garlic. Those are
Yup.
like in my top five.
Yeah. What about you, cheesy boy?
I'm sorry.
Uh,
Yeah, like he said, the lemon cherry garlic, absolutely. Fuck. What is it? Dung drop number 6.
mhm.
Um, lemon drop. I like get on the couch right now. I ain't finna lie. I'm high as hell over here. At one point, I was sitting over here trying to maintain focus. Like, yo, don't drift off in high man land. I was gonna be over here, like, get up and walk out and not paying attention. I'm sitting here with y'all.
But
Um,
uh-huh.
yeah, so that's 4. And then like Vegas candy, to be honest with you.
That's what's up. I
Yeah,
got I got some Vegas
Vegas
candy right
candy
here.
is
we got some Vegas candy out here in this bitch
Oh,
right
I didn't
now.
even see. I didn't know
We got
that.
some Vegas candy.
I did
I
not
had
know
a
that.
once you said it, I was like, I know I think I had this fucking bag right here, and we have it right here during the
I didn't
pod.
know. I didn't know
Uh,
that.
yeah, it's right here, guys. It's right here in the pod, being shown, being shown as well. We got here. What we got here? Another thing. All right, got the done drop right here too, boys.
nice.
Look.
Ah,
Again, guys, yeah. And all you guys can see and everything is on the little gas can right there, as you guys can see, and everything will be like in the final edits, guys. But yeah, that's what's up, man. I mean, like, so I'm guessing within these two new strains, or these upcoming strains that you guys are getting, or growing per se, are these still on the candy side, or you guys have a little mix of the gassy and the candy?
there's definitely a mix. Everything that went into the gems, those were all new off of a pheno hunt. So it was the guy on the couch,
Mm.
a babysitter, haterade, and what was the fourth one that went in there? Super buff cherries.
Mm.
So there was a little bit of everything. There was some fruity, there was some gas, and there was some candy.
Okay, nice. That's what's up.
But yeah, the
That's what's
haterade
up.
was actually a goat genetic. We got that from Mr. Kevin from Goat Genetic.
Okay,
Yeah.
nice. That's what's up. That's what's up. That's what's up. I'm pretty fucking baked, guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. So, it,
Fuck, fuck, bro.
Mr. Chinky over there calling me Mr. Cheesy.
It's this fucking frozen grapes, man. It's these little fucking frozen grapes. Um, but speaking about cups, bro. I know you guys are entering uh some new ones. Because I know that this pod should have been like set up and everything long time ago.
Oh
But
shit.
it's about time we got it all set up. But anyways, because I was gonna mention it was gonna be the Gems and Genetics that you guys won. So again, congrats to you guys. But I know you guys are gonna enter at the Urban Legends that's coming up here in Chicago. And then there's this other one I actually want to talk to you guys about, and it's that I think you guys were promoting it, and it's the Southern, I believe the Southern out there in Tennessee.
Southern champions.
Yeah, yeah. So you guys going out there?
Ah man. No. everything was in line for us. We had the entries. Um, the timing just wasn't right. We either
Mm-hmm.
uh, fly down there to drop off the entries or send them in the mail. I'm not a fan of the whole mail thing. Man, we did that. We did that once. We did that once in Michigan. I think we talked about it. And
Yeah, dude, that was on the
yeah,
first pod. That was on the first pod.
yeah. So
Yes.
we did the whole our first. Yeah, it just didn't. It wasn't worth us to risk sending something in the mail. We weren't able to fly out there, but we definitely had the green light. They had reached out to us, asked us if we'd be interested, and then I asked if we could mail it. They gave us the green light on that, and just flying down there wasn't feasible from your time. And then the risk versus the reward on the mailing side, just it. So we had to back out.
Gotcha, gotcha,
Yeah, it would have
gotcha.
been nice to do it, man. Something in
Uh,
Tennessee.
yeah, 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 bro. Because I was like, just there on the feet or whatever, and next thing you know, I see the southern something and then I see Tennessee. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, merch. The boys are flying down south now for these cups.
No, we'll be there
Uh,
next year though. So
uh,
next year we'll plan accordingly. But now that we know, we'll plan accordingly. But it was so last minute. I think when I posted that
mhm.
out when they gave us the green light to mail it, I was like, all right, fuck it, yeah, we're doing it. And then I was like, wait, hold on. But no, it wasn't worth it.
Gotcha, gotcha.
Yeah.
And then as well, I know you guys are also doing that October harvest one, right? With the Tilo's guard genetics.
Telos.
Telos
Yeah,
genetics.
that passed, and then
Uh-huh.
it was a live judging, and then that was just another missed opportunity. The timing wasn't right. We had like a 6 o'clock slot. It was a 2.5 hour ride to get there. We were 30 minutes outside of the window, so we weren't able to make that one either.
Oh, okay, okay, gotcha,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
I see, I see.
A lot
But
of missed opportunities this year, but we'll get them next year.
yeah, hell yeah, bro. Most definitely, most definitely. So I know. So then, pretty much as of right now, it's just the urban legend. Then.
Yeah, the urban legend, and then they also have the Dab Wars in Michigan. So I believe that's like the 26th. So that
Mhm.
will be the final one that we do in Michigan, and then the Urban Legend will be the final event we do in Illinois.
Okay, nice. That's what's up. Are you guys vending or as well, or are you just competing?
At the Urban Legend,
Hmm.
oh, we'll have a table, just doing some promoting, handing out stickers, and so forth and so on.
Okay,
Yeah,
gotcha.
yeah.
That's what's up. That's what's up. Are you guys looking forward to it? Since I know you guys are like the defending champs of the urban legends.
I'm nervous. Tom's always so laid back about this shit.
Uh,
I'm always freaking the fuck out.
Yep.
But yeah, we got to go back. We're defending champs, so
you really must like to crash out, my guy, huh? That's what's up. That's what's up. Yeah, no, most definitely, man. I'm trying my best to be out there for sure. Cause I actually haven't been to any of the first one nor the second one, to be honest. So this one will actually be my first time going out there. But nah, yeah, man. I mean, we'll see what happens.
yeah, we were at the last year's event, man, and I had a good time. It was at damn, where was it at, Tom?
The Blue Island Brewery, I
There
believe.
you go, the Blue Iron Brewery. But
Okay.
yeah, man, we were there last year, and it was a great time. I had a good time. Uh, they had it at a location that had a full bar and a full restaurant, so you were able to eat, drink, and able to consume. So I
That's
had a
what's
great
up.
time, man. We took first place, so I wasn't expecting to get first place.
That's what's up, bro. So nice, man. Hell yeah. Um, Give me a second. Hold on. Oh, anyways, I know. As you know, we're kind of ending the year. You know, we're close to ending. You know, this year. I know you guys have been promoting Salt versus Organics Part 2 for the beginning of next year. So yeah, man. I mean, to tell us a little bit more about what's going on with this Part 2. And I know you guys were mentioning that you guys have had some type of like, you know, other ideas towards, the salt and organics of other different, spots and stuff like that. So, I mean, it's interesting of in that idea of what you guys are doing, bringing different, people and stuff like that.
Uh, well, the South versus organic, like I said, we tried to step outside the box on that and do something different.
Hmm.
So what I noticed with a lot of these competitions is they never revealed who was growing with what medium. And then the organic people, they're always organic this, living soil this. So so we wanted to create something to not only where you could showcase who was doing what on what side of the medium or what nutrients they were using, but now we wanted to do it on a state level to where you could do it Illinois versus Michigan. So we kind of threw that feeler out there, and the feeler got such a response that we got 6 states on board now. So not only do we have Michigan, but we have New York. So the winner of the Michigan versus Illinois will go to New York, and then from New York, the winner of that will go to Ohio, and then from Ohio they'll head to Minnesota, and then from Minnesota they'll be heading down to Missouri. So what we've did is we've acquired pretty much state ambassadors to help transition the growers that are interested in that state that
Hmm.
want to participate in the versus battle. And then we're also going to be doing the salts versus organic here in Illinois. So we're not going to stop that little bit, the home competition that we created here. So we're going to do the Michigan versus Illinois, but it's also going to be followed up or maybe even conjoined with the original salts versus organic.
So does the one to like are all these like competitions or slash cups like have a date on when this is all going to happen?
We're going to try to keep everything within a 6 month period from February. So we might go February, March, April, May. So we might go to Michigan in February, March, we go to New York, and then just keep each state on a monthly basis because we'll never be able to, if we did 52 states, you know what I mean? That'd be a wide spread. But we're going to try to do those as soon and as quick as possible. And then we're going to try to spread down to the West Coast eventually. We're in talks with, I got a buddy in Arizona and a buddy in California that are down there trying to
So
put things in.
would you guys would you two physically go flying out there then to like drive to Michigan, but like fly to NYC, Ohio,
Mm-mm. That's why we
Minnesota.
have the ambassadors in place for so for New York we have NYJ Diesel. He was actually at the Salts versus Organic. He came out from New York.
Hmm.
So he's the ambassador for New York, and then we have King Loki, who's the ambassador for Ohio. So he's going to be coordinating the participants in Ohio that would be battling the winner from New York, and then obviously we would be coordinating Illinois, and then we
Hmm.
have somebody in place in Michigan as an ambassador to coordinate the entries there. So each state would have the state ambassador that coordinates participants and entries that get entered into it.
Okay, I see. So then I'm guessing like within that event, like I'm guessing the vendors would be like from the state of theirs, right? So like.
It's going to boil down to who's willing to travel. And then, so for example, so for the Michigan versus Illinois, we're going to flip a coin with it being the first event as
Hmm.
to who is going to be hosting the event, whether it's in Illinois or Michigan, just to kind of make it fair, you know. And then when the New York takes place, obviously participants may have to fly out to Michigan because that may be the home base for the winner versus the Illinois versus Michigan. So obviously, the winner gets to choose home grounds, and I'm assuming the winner is going to choose that state, that they're in.
So then the one that is being hosted in February, that's still gonna be here though, right? Or
We don't know. We're going to flip a coin to see if it's going to be hosted in here or in
Mhm.
Michigan, just to make it fair. And then the winner of that decides the home territory for the next event.
and when are you guys gonna be flipping that coin?
Hopefully soon. We're gonna wait for the Urban Legend Cup,
Mhm.
so we're gonna wait for the results for that, and then we're gonna open up our ticket link to kind of just to separate this event from that event, so there's not any, so we don't have any just to separate the two events. So after they get done with theirs, then we're gonna open up the ticket link for ours.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So then, like, I guess by the time you guys open that ticket link, will you guys have, I guess, that a location then, or would you guys know if it's gonna be in
Once
Michigan
we
or
open
here?
up the ticket link, we'll probably have the Michigan ambassador. We haven't got an Illinois ambassador, so I don't know if anybody wants to do that. I
Mhm.
don't want to do it, but we'll probably have the two of them just flip a coin on Instagram Live, and then whoever wins decides where that first awards ceremony will be held.
Gotcha. Gotcha. That's what's up. Pretty interesting.
It is, man. A lot of moving parts, and it's like, man, what the hell did we get ourselves into with this?
Mhm. No, no, but it's like a big thing though. Like I kind of get it. Like it's like um type of same event, but it's like different thing, like a different thing though. Like different like vendors, different strains, different kind of everything. Because again, you're at a whole different state within these different type of events that you're talking about here. And the
Yeah,
thing is that you guys are like whether you guys physically to fly out there or not, but like you guys mentioned, you have ambassadors that I'm guessing are representing, Midwest Terps out there. Um, but like kind of as what you mentioned, for kind of like the people out here, like if they're kind of willing to, fly out or drive out to, whatever state.
but we'll see. We'll see what happens, man. I
Yeah.
mean, if it grows
Yeah.
that big, I hope it
Mhm.
grows that big to where people are willing to drive from like all the way from the West Coast to here. But
Yeah.
we kind of created it, like it's a Midwest thing right now. So
Mm.
we'll see if it branches out.
Yeah, y'all gonna end up fucking holographing as a special guest for each fucking event. Since y'all can't be there. Or fucking a fucking a quick Zoom call real quick.
Funny.
um but that's what's up, man. I really hope that what you guys have planned out and comes out smooth and kind of makes it its own thing as well. Um, because the solid and organics, bro. I mean, again, that was another event you guys held down, honestly. Especially with the venue, being the first time, but as well, you guys brought up the mobile lounge, so that was another thing.
Yeah, shout out to them, man. Man, they came out and definitely, man. It was my first experience with anything like that, so it was definitely an experience for me.
Most definitely. And besides that, you guys, had different subcategories to the two main topics though, Um that was another cool thing too, man.
Yeah, man, we tried to make it it wasn't biased to where if if you did it right, you couldn't tell who did it. So you had the organic, and then you had the salts, and then you had the two going against each other, and then there's no right or wrong way to do it. If it's done correctly, it the product speaks for itself. And I think the winners that came out of those three categories definitely held it down, and what they did spoke for itself. They grew some good product, and it didn't matter whether it was salts or organics. I think salts did win, but we had an organic third place. So
Mhm.
we had an organic and a salts in the top three.
Okay, okay.
No,
I know. I'm not sure. You want? Can we even announce the winners?
I think it
Because
was
I know it was like always the
always, and then Catman.
oh yeah,
So
you're right,
for
you're
the
right.
salts versus organics, always took first and second, and then I think there was a Catman who took third, and then for the organics, organic portal was the overall winner that took first place, and then for the salts category again, it was always.
Yeah, yeah. I remember. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those
No,
I can
that.
remember. I can't remember anything else offhand, but I I
Yeah,
remember the top guys that won.
he most
Yeah,
definitely cuffed them cups. That's for sure, though. Shout out to
yeah,
always though. They
yeah.
have some fire stuff too. But that's what's up. That's what's up, you guys. Oh, I mean, like, I know we were briefly talking about Michigan and all, but I know mostly all of us are here in Chicago and stuff, but we still got our supporters out there in Michigan. But what do you guys think overall on the whole new law that they kind of just drop on them with like the whole taxes kind of going up and stuff like that?
Mm. It's it affects it's something that's gonna greatly affect the market though. It's the way it's written out and read to me. Seems like it's gonna basically deter a lot of people from making that drive up there. What's the difference?
You think it's really gonna get to that price as what we have here?
Uh, I don't know if the base price changes, but the tax alone on even the price they have now,
Mm.
it ra- it's gonna cause it's gonna cause it's gonna affect everything. That's the whole point. The state is saying they want they cut, they tired, and it's a huge group of people who travel out there from Illinois and Indiana just for it, and they're like, we want more. That's all it break down to.
Oh yeah, bro. Cause like what? Cause I know you guys have gone out there, and I'm sure, and anyone who's out there who has gone out there. I mean, there's no fucking like cap limit to how much you can get.
No, there is.
It's there's
Nope.
no fucking cap limit, bro. And it's crazy how they kind of just have like half pounds just sitting in the fucking shelves like nothing, and it's like wow, like over here like that's a fucking like still a fucking crime. I bet at a dispensary level, because I
Yeah,
think the most you can get on here still is like it's like a half. I think you can't even get an ounce here yet. I believe. I'm
yeah.
not sure.
Wild West out there for sure.
Yeah, and I'm not sure if I'm wrong or not because like I haven't stepped in a fucking dispensary here in like I think in a year, dude. Honestly, like that's wild.
Yeah,
That's pretty wild, man. I mean, I'm sure there's still people out there who still haven't stepped out in a dispensary here because like it's 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 not
it's
worth it, man.
it's too much. It's
Nope.
way too much.
Nope.
I went to the dispensary here in Illinois one time, and I was like, "Yeah, never again, never again."
Yeah, no, that's
Nah.
Yeah,
wild.
it's not worth it.
Mm-mm. I think I got like two carts and like two eighths, and I think I walked out at like almost it was like $210, and I got hit on the carts because of the THC content.
Damn, yeah, that's wild. That's something that
Yo,
that really hits. That's something that really grinds my gears out here. Is that they really charge you for based on what's the percentage of the THC.
yeah,
Um, yeah, that's pretty wild.
Remember the first time we went to Michigan when we drove up there to the jars dispenser? We was tripped out on like how everything was laid out and how much you could get just like in comparison to here. It was just crazy. It was like, yeah, I see why the drive's
yeah.
worth
It
it.
was like a deli form,
Hmm.
discount on top of discount. You could smell it. It wasn't prepackaged. I'm like, yeah, I see why people make the trip, but like now with these new taxes, it might deter. It might just balance out to where they're might save the gas money staying here.
I mean, well, like give it let's point this out right now. So like honestly, like if you're like spending like around 400 to 500, well, as well depending on what type of smoker you are too. If let's put it at that too.
Yeah.
But like let's say for instance somebody that smokes concentrates, right? If you're spending roughly between like 300 or like $400 on one trip, you can roughly get come back here with like 31 grams of concentrates, bro. That's a lot. That's a lot of fucking grams. I mean, to me, I'm not
Yeah.
sure if to you guys
Yeah.
that's that's a lot,
Like,
but 30 fucking 1 grams of concentrates, bro. Like that's crazy though.
yeah.
Um,
It does.
but then what was that?
I said it doesn't equate. It's not the same at all.
Yeah, it's not the same, but like if you think about it like in flour wise though, I'm sure you could get a little more than just 3 or 4 ounces of if you're spending like $300 to $400 too though. If you're just spending on just flour, like I think you could get more a little more than 3 ounces though. For
Yeah.
sure. Most definitely.
Easily. Easily.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But like it's kind of like how we all agree is like yeah, that's worth the trip. But like let's say now with these taxes though, like let's say if you're spending still that same amount of 300 to 400 on that trip, sure you won't get like how I mentioned that 31 grams, but as long as like I can still get me a good 15 to 20 G's, I mean, would that still be worth the trip? I mean, think about it.
You got to give up time in the day. That's what I'm saying. What you value versus what I value is totally different.
Hmm. But I mean, like, I mean, but like, let's. I'm still trying to get to your guys' point of view, though. I mean, like,
Well, now
let's
you
talk
got
on
time.
that, though.
You still got to go through Indiana. You got to take a
Hmm.
chance of going through Indiana. You get caught in Indiana, yeah, they're hanging people for weed in Indiana. You
Yeah, most definitely. I mean, yeah, we okay. I think we all understand and we know
So
that
it's like,
that's the.
I guess it boils down to what the risk and reward. Like, how much is it worth to you? You know what I mean?
Hmm.
There's some people that don't want any part of that Indiana shit. They're like, oh hell, I'm staying at home. You know?
Yeah, most definitely. But like, I guess let's I can like let's just put aside like the risk and reward part. But like, let's just kind of like just let's just think on like what you're getting and coming back home.
I mean, I guess it all depends what you're getting and what type of smoker you are. I'm not going to Michigan for shit. Fuck that.
Hmm. I know most definitely you, sir, are not going at all anywhere for shit at all.
I mean, if I
uh,
been in my situation, I don't think I would.
uh, but like, let's say, I guess like, let's say if you guys, I guess weren't in the spot you guys are at, then like, I guess like just looking at a consumer's point of view, then, or would you still be? Are you still looking at it at a consumer's point of view though?
So you're assuming that every consumer has access to a car. You're assuming that every consumer needs that much of abundance. Most consumers don't. Everybody
Hmm.
don't need Costco and Sam Club. They don't need bulk buys. They probably just need little personal. I know people who got an eighth from me and they smoke it for a month. But to me and you, that's a day,
Most
if that.
definitely. Was that's an hour for me, the eighth.
So, you see what I'm saying? So most consumers
Uh-huh.
of the plant usually an eighth will last them for a month. They don't. They just take their little hitter and hit it every once in a while. They don't just sit there and consume in like vast amounts.
Nah, yeah, I understand that, but it's just
So
like
I'm just saying. So then you turn it into Costco and Sam's Club, and now the numbers are smaller. And of course,
mm,
it's people who want to still smoke in mass amounts and want the budget buy. So then, of course, you're still going to go to Michigan. But again, once y'all still show you don't care, right? Oh, that tax is nothing. What do? They learn to tax it a different way, right? So it leads to this whole progression of eventually you're gonna stop coming. because they're gonna tax it to where it's the breaking point for the consumer. At what point in taxes do you care enough to say, okay, this is too much? Michigan's gonna try to get rich off of you. It is what it is. That's what the state's
Uh,
doing, just like they do here.
mhm. I mean,
I
shit,
don't.
they already get. I mean, shit, they getting rich for sure, most definitely. But I mean, like,
But the state isn't reaping as much in taxes as they would love, and they want to see what the consumer is willing to bear, just like any other free market. And they understand what the market is doing. They see the numbers. They just not getting a large enough piece. They gonna keep pushing the number until you say, "Whoa, this is crazy! Like it ain't worth it now." And then they're gonna do something to try to balance out the market better, because then all of the growers out there are going to be the ones like, "Whoa, whoa! Now you've killed the market."
I
State's
mean,
greed.
like, aren't they gonna start killing the market with kind of what they're doing now? I mean, well, what
Most
they're
of
gonna
these
start
states,
doing next year, though.
most of the states, no. Like you said, they're going to keep pushing it. And then they may or may not, depending on how they feel, they can institute the tax to just be anybody from out of state purchasing. So now you're basically paying a tourist tax to go buy weed, to go buy something from the flower of the plant. And what's too much then for you? I'm just saying that's all it
Yeah,
leads to. They're gonna just keep saying, "Oh, you can
yeah.
eat this, you're gonna take some more." They're gonna keep jacking up the tax and figuring out a way to get more. The state of Michigan is realizing the buying power of Illinois residents and Indiana residents that are willing to make that drive. Because even when you make that drive, what do you see? I see dispensary billboards in Indiana, but Indiana is illegal. Why is Indiana allowing them to buy billboard space?
That's true. Yeah, especially well, even here, to be honest, like if you start heading like towards like east, south, like south side, east side, they start
Yeah,
seeing like fucking like billboards of like dispos at Michigan, New Buffalo, of course. Like there's even a fucking billboard out there in Wrigleyville of a dispensary called Vibes.
see,
Um, that it says there it's 50% off for the first everything for the first time customer X Y and Z. It's crazy though, and it's like because they fucking know it though. That's the thing. It's like they know that we're that we're gonna go because they know how fucking the taxes are in this fucking industry for like mid ass weed that everyone and they mama that is
yeah,
just like admitting to like you have people that are in the industry that admit that this flower that we have here in Illinois it's not the za that we all want to smoke but we're all okay with getting charged $80 for that eighth.
yeah. I wish.
That's wild. That's wild.
Nah, I can't. I don't blame nobody. I couldn't do it. I don't hold any grudge for anybody who goes to Michigan. It's like, dude, I understand. Your money is your money. I'm not ever gonna tell somebody what to do with what their budget can afford, whatever their situation is. That's crazy. Why should I rail against that? It's a free market. It's just about what we're presenting for to everybody is something local that's of quality and of a price that we believe that is fair to the market.
No, no, like going with Michigan though. You think this will open up that gray area again? I guess again back to them.
Like I said, they're gonna just keep pushing the envelope. That
No, no,
Michigan
no,
not
no. I'm not saying like the industry or not. But I'm just saying now like their quote unquote gray area like their own underground scene. You think that would reopen more now with these taxes going up?
It should. You will perceive it to be
Hmm.
just for the fact of the taxes is still an increase, and some people will just you still have some people that are so adamant about the increase of the taxes they'd just rather go back to the underground or black market.
Yeah.
It's just to prove a point.
But like, what does this mean for industry and consumer wise.
It's a redirection. It's not really nothing that's going to kill anything. It's just going to be a redirection of however the money flows. It's going to deter some people. Some people going to just still eat it because they buy in bulk, as in case. Some people go out there and they're like, nah, that's I was cool with it what it was before. I just deal with the black market or the underground at that point.
I think like the mom and pops can Loki take an advantage of this.
How so?
You saying how so?
Yes, sir.
I mean, like think about it. I mean, like
Hold
what?
that thought. I'll be right back.
Oh, hold on. We gotta wait. We'll take a pause real quick. Okay. So we're back. We got E back. He said he got a new doinkster for him for this conversation because it's getting deep. It's getting deep, fellas.
It got real.
Um, it got real. It got fucking real. So anyways, though. So what I was trying to say though is that like how I see it. And honestly, I could probably be wrong. But if I was like the mom and pop, and if I think about it like this, I'm going against dispenser, right? That carries a lot of products, it's MSO stuff like that, etc. Right? But I'm like an independent grower, and I'm an independent, like I said, licensed operator. I would try to compete, cover with like the prices at to I guess what the shops are pricing it at, or compared to what the black market's pricing it at. Um, one because I feel like I'm guessing, yeah, you might have to put a taxes on it, but maybe you can also, I guess, loophole it. Maybe there is like a way. And I'm not trying to say, like I'm not trying to advertise or whatever that, cheat the system or whatever. But I'm saying like hypothetically, right? What if there was a way, right, to like where you can just kind of give them a flat rate for X, Y, and Z.
But then you ask a mom and pop operation to straight up have to fight with the market, but then keeping costs, they keep in mind their cost and overhead is still the same as before. They haven't opened up and gained any more square footage to be able to be like, hey, I can get this for cheaper, or I can work on this and this. The overhead is still the same. So at that point, then they can't compete with the prices of the dispensaries of because what they're pushing out, they're going off of a volume sell. They're wholesaling it. And a
Mm-hmm.
mom and pop gonna give you what, 2-3 pounds tops, maybe five. They got to charge a price at that point to still keep the quality up with what you're expecting from them. Because that's the
So
point. What you're paying for from them, it's a craft grow. A mom and pop is just that. So then you're paying for quality and for a fair price, more than like just getting volume.
I'm guessing that I guess at some certain level for everybody, there has to be, I guess, like a gap point on where I guess you can, I guess, go so low or so high then.
Yeah, because what you're saying is that they can try to compete with the prices of the market of either the black market or the dispo or the legal market,
Mm-hmm.
and to say that the black market is feasible for them, of course, because they can feed the black market, but at the same time, the dispo prices, that's something totally different. Because, like you said, where else can I go and buy an ounce for like $60? Straight up, I seen the prices. You just told me 31 grams for $300. No mom and pop can match that. Straight up. That's basically them just giving it away almost. They have to match the quality, and the quality has to be at a fair price for them to compete. So that's what mom and pops rely on. Is just like you, the difference between you going to McDonald's versus Au Cheval, where you're getting a better quality of a burger, and this is what you're paying for, not just being like, oh, it's the cheaper excuse. You're paying for the better experience.
I'd rather go to Chili's than Mickey D's. on a good day.
Still, that's even more. That's still, it's a better quality to you. It's a better quality.
Yeah, most definitely. Hell yeah, bro. I want to go to Chili's now. Y'all want to go to Chili's? I'm hungry as hell right now.
Yeah. I'd
Hell
rather go to a
yeah.
mom. I'd rather go to a mom and pop spot in the city. Straight
What's
up
up?
for real.
Oh
That's what I'd
yeah.
rather do. And they are charging somewhere close to the same prices. I can
Low
get a
key,
plate
right?
somewhere for 25. I get a plate of some actual homemade pasta for 25. Some wine, some actual decent wine and like a appetizer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like yeah, I pay like 40, $50. That ain't bad to go out to eat, and it's not something like they just throwing together as a predetermined menu.
Mm-hmm. No, yeah. With today's fucking economy, hell yeah, bro.
As I said,
25 ain't that bad. Um, no, yeah, but I get what you're coming from though. I get what you're saying though. Like, um, it's it's something that's really gonna like move a lot of things in the industry of Michigan. I'm guessing because from like the time that from like what 2 years ago or a year ago that I fucking started, going to Michigan. I'm not sure how far before that they've been, going with these prices because if it's been like for a good amount of time that these people, like consumers from Michigan, from Indiana, Illinois, and from other states that's nearby, have been so used to the pricing of how much they can get for the X amount of dollars that they're spending. It's gonna be like something brand new for them to kind of get adjusted to.
exactly. Because think about it, people are already complaining about how much the money you can buy now with groceries and different things.
Yeah.
So then that at that point, the flour is a luxury. It already is. It shouldn't be an optional thing, but it is for a lot of people. And if you're gonna jack up the price by another 24%, some people that's gonna price some people out.
Yeah, most
And
definitely.
then that turns them back to drinking, and that's something that we should want people to get away from.
Yeah, although like clearly like it's been told so many times that a lot of people have really stopped drinking and have gone towards consuming cannabis and stuff like that, which is pretty amazing on that point. But like in another point of view where I would like to get at is like these medical patients. Um, how I'm sure like I'm not too sure how like their medical system runs. I'm sure it's it's different compared to ours, but like if they were getting their medication at a certain price, and now with this, how much of a impact are they gonna be facing now too?
Um, like you said, some of them are on fixed the same problem. Some of them are fixed on fixed income, and they only got $110 to spend on. They need 1 gram of RSO, and whatever their budget is for that, that's all they got, right?
Hmm.
So now you jack up the price. Like I said, I'm not sure what it is. I think it's 24%, but that prices them out, and they don't feel comfortable buying it from anybody but the legal market or the dispensary. But the dispensary now has charged them 24% on that. It's just how it works, man. Not everybody has enough to spend $40 on the flower. So when they can get it for that $20, what they need, that works for them.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Yeah, no. I'm not too sure how it's gonna turn out. But yeah,
Michigan's
man.
going to make money, and I
Yeah.
can tell you that much.
You think regardless though, like you think regardless they're still gonna make something?
Yes, because like you said, there's people like you that's willing to go out there, and the tax doesn't deter them. You're still getting a great value for the price. So then, instead of them, you go out there. You said you spend your 2 or 3 or 4.
Hmm.
at what 40. So now it went up 24%. I believe it's 40. At 40%, they get add 40% tax on the what 300. $120 go to them instead of whatever the tax was, 15 or 16 or some shit. Bro, that's a straight win to just facilitate a transaction. $120.
Yeah.
Shenanigans. 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 Big time shenanigans here, bro.
You see what I'm
Big,
saying?
big time. Big time.
The
Uh,
dispensary's not gonna okay, they're not gonna change their prices. It's not gonna
uh,
stop the volume. It's the state saying like, nah, we need a bigger cut.
yeah. Yeah. And
So
they
now,
fucking know it though. And they know it.
yep.
They
So now,
fucking know it, bro.
and now they put you in the 450 range, and they know like, oh, you can eat 450. Let's see if you can eat six.
Right, right. Little by little, right?
Yep.
Shit. Once I see 450, I'm like, shit, let me bring it down to 350. Fuck you mean.
And you're
Fuck
gonna
you
buy less,
mean.
and you're gonna keep buying less, and the price, and it's not go. They gonna
Eh,
keep making money.
right. And it's like, it's not gonna be making an hour drive just to get what? You can fucking just get down the block here then at this point.
All that's gonna
If you
happen
go
is
that route though. Like
that
if you
whole corridor over there going all the way up towards up Lake Michigan,
mm-hmm,
it's going to get paid and rich, and that whole area is going to change within the not to be tourism, but money wise, you're going to see better, not better houses because they have nice houses, but better schools. And like you're going to see, it's like a whole stadium out there now. And then you're gonna see like the money start flowing in, and they're gonna reap from the taxes, because that's where everybody from Illinois goes. I'm not sure about Ohio and what is it, New York, but all them towns that border where everybody visits and travel, they're going to also influx of money, and they're going to have better quality of life there, even better what it is now. Because if you actually go up there, like some of them areas, like you said, New Buffalo, but then you get up to St. Joe and Sagatuck and all up there, bro, it's
mm-hmm.
gorgeous up there. And they
Yeah,
all got lakefront. They all got lakefront property, like actual houses on the lake. They're gonna
yeah.
make.
I've only gone to New Buffalo, but I've also gone to Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, and Detroit. Yeah.
Yeah, see, they gonna make money. They finna get some of that taxes, all that money, and you giving it to them. Here we can have it. I'm not trying to say you got to go to Illinois dispensary, but I get it because it's horrible. It is horrible. That is, but it's just like they saying they seeing it and they finna take advantage.
Yeah. This is why, like, like home growing, like trying to learn how to grow your own stuff and shit like that. That's like why it's kind of like a big key to kind of have, if you're trying to, be in this industry. Just for back knowledge, but as well because times like these,
Yeah.
if your own state is on bullshit, and then the next state you go just to get some, so, whether it's like your medication for some people or whether it's your for recreational use, but like if Plan B isn't working, then go to Plan C, bro. I mean,
Because I will swear we will want more people off of alcohol and actual what is it, prescription medication abuse.
yep.
We would want people off of those things. I would prefer everybody to be functioning in a prosperous way without the plant if they could, but some people absolutely need it, and that's okay because the other options for them are far, in my mind, far worse.
I mean, shit, like you kind of mentioned, like it could be worse. But I mean, with cannabis, I mean, like, uh, besides like the recreational use, like it's a major benefit, for a lot of people in a lot of different ways. Um, but
I have a guy I know,
mhm.
and he got a hold of like some medicated tiger balm, and it was infused, and he swears by it. He doesn't consume at all, but he's like that's the only thing that would like he put it on, and he would feel no pain. And I said, I know. I told him I got to find out somebody who makes it, but he swears by it, and I believe him because that's how it works. And for some people, that's medicine, and they got a certain price point, and they budget for it. Can't
Yeah.
can't let the states rip people off just because of that. Because not everybody's recreationally consuming. A large amount of people aren't. It
Hmm.
just try to portray it as it's everybody.
Most definitely. Yeah. Most definitely. And I do agree with you on that one. Because again, although like it's starting to be an accepting thing, like an accepting topic, an accepting activity, hobby, whatever you want to call it. But you still get stereotype. Whether um you see it or not, but kind of like how you were mentioning, they all want to kind of put us under just recreational users when we still have people with medical cards, and you know again, this is still considered a medication to some people.
You know?
But I get you, man. I mean, and I think that's where a little greed comes from. When it comes with like the state trying to raise up their taxes and stuff, or maybe Michigan probably does need the extra money as a state. Again, we're not residents from Michigan. Who knows? But maybe it could be used for the good reasons. If not, that's a little fucked up. But who knows, right? It's a crazy world, man. It's a crazy world, bro. You'll be surprised, man. You'll be surprised.
Oof,
Um, yeah. How you doing, E? You've been quiet out there, man.
man, it's past my bedtime. You know.
Yeah. Me
Yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Uh, I
um,
keep up, but man, yeah. I mean, and then Michigan's market. They also took a big hit on their caregiver program. So like that took a big hit in the past couple of years as well. So like Tom was saying, for the people that really need it, the people that need it are the ones that are getting fucking burned.
mhm. No, yeah, I get you guys. No, most definitely. But I mean, like now with all this though, you think that this caregiver situation will probably rise back up again? Like, with like giving people licenses to be a caregiver.
I don't know. I don't know. Do those taxes apply to the caregivers? I don't know how that works out there. I don't know.
Mhm. I
I couldn't give you an answer on that.
But I mean, like hypothetically though, like
I mean, with the taxes, you think it would help the caregivers because now people would avoid the taxes to go get it directly from a home grower.
hmm
But you would think, but I don't know how that's going to play out. I don't.
Gotcha, gotcha. I see. I know. Before we started, we were gonna talk real quick about something that kind of happened recently within the industry in general, and it's this whole hemp kind of getting banned. Um, so like I know you guys are not like THCA company and anything like that, but like how do you guys think overall? With kind of that being including like I mentioned right now, THCA, Delta 8, other different type of products that doesn't that holds at least 0.3% of THC.
Um, I seen the articles, but I haven't been able to do any research into it to give you like a knowledgeable answer on that subject. Because I'll
Hmm.
be honest with you, I seen it and just life is life in, and I ain't have a time to look into it really to see what it truly means. Because just to read off of a headline is crazy work when we know headlines are misleading.
Yeah, most definitely. Myself, I haven't really as well haven't kind of sat down and kind of synced everything in, but kind of based on like what I been hearing and all, it's like kind of again, it's like banning these type of products. Um, that other people make, and it's another way of forming consuming and shit like that. I mean, I mean, like on YouTube, like I'm not sure if you guys ever came across the ad where they're kind of promoting a THCA company. Um, again, it's on YouTube. They're promoting it. Um, I'm not sure if again you guys have ever seen it. Have you guys seen the
Nah,
ad?
nah.
I've seen
Hold on.
ads, but I mean, I wouldn't even call it a loophole. It's business opportunity. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm.
And then now the legal companies that are seeing the opportunity that the mom and pops are having because you don't have to have a license to sell that. So yeah,
Yeah,
it's
so
a big
uh-huh.
step for the little guy for sure. Because
So
now
then like
it's all going to get reverted to the legal market to where you can only go get it from the licensed dispensaries versus like your mom and pop that's got your natural balm that your grandma made or your chapstick or something like that.
for instance, so then like what do you think like this means for like the people who can like apply and get a hemp license here?
It's going to restrict them big time.
Like that's crazy though. Like you just
Uh,
kind of set up shop or whatever. You kind of like about to release something, and next thing you know, this fucking bill just gets banned. Like that's pretty wild.
Yeah, think about the big companies that are manufacturing the Delta 8 and Delta 9s, and then now it's
Yeah,
illegal, you know?
yeah, yeah. I mean, I feel like it's a bite on the ass for them. Like it's like a joke's on you for them because they were really like promoting on um like delivering to your home and everything with these type of products and stuff. Like for example, like Cura Leaf. Like I'm not sure if you guys heard, but like Cura Leaf, would like send emails of like them promoting like their hemp products and telling them like, oh, you can just order this free delivery, X, Y, and Z, and look at this now.
Yeah, yeah. There's actually a seed company that I was dealing with, Lit Farms, to where you
Mm.
could buy seeds from them directly. They stopped selling seeds and now they've like reverted everything to shipping flour in the mail under the Delta 8 and Delta 9, and that's going to hinder them. So I mean, not to say that it's right or wrong for them, but for the little people, that's a big bite to eat.
Sorry, I'm like trying to find the ad that I was looking at on YouTube, but it doesn't want to appear for some reason. But it's funny though, because they're really making it seem like it's low key and everything. And mind you, it's two white people too. So it just makes it a little more funnier too. And they're calling it gardening. Um, but I'm trying to fucking find it while we're talking. Just give me a second. Um, but I know, you were mentioning something that I guess that you guys were also trying to release some hemp products too. Is that what I know you were talking to briefly talking about it?
Yeah, we had a spoke. So part of one of the clauses in the license in Minnesota is that you're able to legally purchase um in-state, out-of-state hemp products, CBD, things along those lines, as long as they would have a COA, the certificate of analysis, and then obviously you'd have to get it tested in your state, so forth and so on. But that's just like another that hinders us because us entering that market in Minnesota, we won't have flower for it could be anywhere from 3 to 6 months from start to finish. But
Hmm.
with us being able to purchase hemp and CBD products and able to have a dispensary, you can open up a wellness portion in your dispensary with these products. But now with this bill going into effect, that leaves that, at a standstill. Now you do that. Now we have to wait for the flower process to go through its process before we can put it on the shelves in the dispensary.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Sorry. Again, I was trying to find it, but I don't fucking find
But
it.
yeah, it allowed us to purchase hemp and CBD products that were manufactured in state, out of state. But now with this whole thing, yeah, that all goes out the window.
So then, like, I'm guessing, like, even like the CBD kakara or cap, I can't even pronounce it right, but like, you know what I'm talking about? That CBD shop that's kind of like
Oh,
big.
kratom.
Kratom. There you go. There you go. Thank you. Yeah, Kratom. You think like those will start to get shut down?
Probably so. If the law is 0.3 on THC on anything, and yeah, they're gonna shut it all down.
Yeah, it's over with.
That's crazy, bro. That's wild. But like, are you think like doing this, like having this fucking like hemp getting banned thing? You think that's cutting like the opportunities? You can say. I'm guessing yeah for sure. But like, I don't know. Like you have people who use these type of products though. You know.
Well, now you got to go to certain places to get it. So what that's going to do is it's going to open up the doors for these licensed people in the industry, the dispensaries. So that's going to, you know what I mean? The only place to go get it is going to be there now.
So,
And you're
oh,
gonna pay that.
I see what you mean because technically
So
the
what it's going to do is this going to, it'll still be available, but it won't be available the way it was or to those options that we had previously.
which would be like the
It's
small
going to be
volume.
reverted to corporate America, big farm. You know what I mean? All that.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Pay your 40%, and how many people want to be hitting the government system just because they want some flour? They don't. They rather do the black market. That's why they prefer going into their local gas station or smoke shop and getting it.
No, definitely, yeah.
I know
Um,
exactly what you're talking about. I've seen them. I see them all the time in the smoke shop that I prefer.
mhm.
It's most of their customers are getting, what they consider THCA or kratom or other stuff like that. It's a large number of them in the smoke shop purchase and stuff like that. And Delta Eights and Nines. They just don't want to be bothered with government surveillance.
I mean, I don't blame them. I mean,
I don't
shit.
either.
Why the fuck? Every since the moment I step inside, I mean, I gotta get my ID checked. I mean,
Yeah.
I mean, I get the necessity of the security part of it and everything. I mean, I'm not saying that you shouldn't, which I think you should. I mean, again, because you don't want to have a minor walking into your
Um,
shop, one, but then
they
you
can
don't want to
check your
have,
ID. They can check your ID,
right.
right? I'm cool with that. But they when you go into a bar, an actual bar, they don't log your visits.
That and then like for every little drink or whatever, you don't need to give them your ID. Once
Please. That's what I'm
you give it
saying.
to the
Once that's what I'm saying, they log in your visits, your consumption of it. But if I go to a bar and spend $200, it's nobody's business. But I can then go to the local dispensary and spend as soon as I spend $5, you're gonna ask how much, when, where, how, and what, and where am I from?
yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah.
That's a lot to ask for some people to be like, that's too much. Like just for that. And I get it. That's
Take
that.
your be like take your shitty weed. I don't want it.
But that's all, that's any dispensary. And
Right. I get you, cause I get you. I get you. It's like unnecessarily part of it,
yeah,
but I mean, it is what it is. But at the same time, like I don't think it should be like that, cause at the same time, you're like, what I feel like if you're walking to a dispensary for the first time and they're asked for your ID the first time, right? As you walk in, you're like, okay, that's fine.
that's fine.
But then you walk in again, and then before you start their process, they're like, let me see the ID again.
Yep.
And then at that point, as a first time, I'm just like, what the fuck, like like what's going on? And then like before probably like your checkout, they gotta scan it one more time. Maybe I'm a little exaggerating on that part, but maybe I'm not. But like you guys get what I mean, though. Like
Yeah.
it's like come
It's
on.
excessive. It's excessive and unnecessary.
Mhm.
It's taking. It's an invasion of your privacy, but it's also but you're giving it away to just to buy a flower. But also they're collecting data on you the whole time, and they've got it down to at that point. Like I said, they know what you're willing to spend, what you spend every time you go to Michigan. They know these numbers, and they got an assumption of a certain number. Their competition is Illinois. All they have to do is figure out the sweet spot on taxes, and plus your time of visiting their state.
Hmm.
How much are you willing to spend towards that before you say I got to go back to Illinois? That they're hit that limit to where Illinois is now more feasible than you going to Michigan. They finna get their money and they finna get rich.
I wonder if like since you're saying like they like log in our visit and everything, like I
Yeah,
wonder if like they see how much like I guess like you're mentioning when was the last visit, how much you spent.
they let Wall Street uh people see the numbers. They see numbers. Wall Street don't care about the weed. They see the numbers and the trends. So once they see these stats and see, and they tell these people, you can tax this much. These are the people helping them write tax code and laws. You think this politician from West Bumblefuck, Michigan, or Illinois know exactly how to write out a perfectly worded tax code to get rich? Come on, man. Most of these guys don't have an education in finance. It's a few that have education in something even law related.
Hmm.
And you're gonna tell me every last one of them are very so well versed in finance and tax law that they can write these laws by themselves with no outside help?
No, bro, they wouldn't be able to do all that shit.
Wall Street is telling them how to get rich. Wall Street's get a piece some way somehow. I'm telling you, because they're gonna have stocks or bonds or city, state or local treasuries, whatever notes or you want to call it. They're gonna have a hand in, and they're gonna get paid. It's a scam. The scam is to get rich off of us. It's not just the flowers. It's overall just how it works. The system works. But I'm pointing out, no real politician that gets your underdog politician. He was just working at Starbucks. How can he not? How can he know how to write tax code to, to be tax law? He was just at
Shit.
Starbucks last week, my boy.
I'm not sure, man. Maybe he does some school on the part time side. I'm not sure. No, but yeah, no, I get you, man. It's wild. It's like you guys were saying, it's the wild wild west out there. All right, but we lost Tom for a little bit, but now he back. Anyways, okay, but no, yeah, guys. I mean, before we wrap it up and everything for today's pod, I did have one more topic. I did one question or topic, whatever you guys want to call it. And it's this push up challenge you guys are doing. So it's interesting what you guys are doing, this push up challenge, and I just kind of wanted to kind of bring the thing that you guys are doing like aware to everybody. Maybe you guys could get some new people to do some push-ups with you guys. Is it a little too late for people to join you guys with the
No,
push-ups? No, no. Okay,
nope.
bet.
Everybody can join. It's push ups for everybody. Just somebody steel sharpens steel, man sharpens man. So maybe you want to work out, but you ain't never had a motivation. Now you got a group of people that's working out with you at least. It's no pressure to do. Oh, you got to do a minimum or it's a max or whatever. It's just whatever you comfortable doing.
Yeah, yeah. It's actually, man, it's grown, man. I didn't create it. I can't take credit for it. I think Don Fuego started it.
Hmm.
But man, when we started it, I couldn't do 20 consecutive push-ups. Man, now, I'm almost, pushing 50. But there were guys in there that couldn't do five. And like Tom said, there's no limit or um no amount that you have to do. It's more of lifting each other up. There might be a day where you're down and out, and you might need some self motivation. Man, get down and do some push ups. It works for me. It's a great way to start the day.
Hmm.
Some days I wake up and I'm slow dragging to where I'm not motivated, but these push-ups kind of hold you accountable, when you get tagged. So when someone tags you, I've been slacking, I'm not gonna lie.
Yep.
Come on, come
I
on,
think
man.
I've been
It'd
out
be
for like
like
I'm gonna
the
do mine right after this.
it's like as long as the thing you continue to do it, because life happens, and
yeah,
you can never expect shit to happen. So but I think it's as long as you guys still continue to do it, like don't just stop, you know. But yeah, that's what's up, guys. But yeah, no, I just wanted to kind of briefly talk on that because, again, see you guys kind of doing it and stuff like that, and of course, I see a lot of people doing it as well. So, um, that's awesome. Like you said, just a way to motivate each other. Um, Especially with us being the guys, mental health is not really a big topic for us, but it's scary Terry, that's for sure, bro. But I mean,
yeah,
fuck it. These push-ups are something though. But that's what's up, you guys.
yes, sir,
Um,
man.
but keep doing what you guys doing. I be hitting the gym recently. I've been
See,
grinding it, so
good shit.
yeah, ain't no push-ups, but the gym be helping. That's for sure.
What's the saying? Shit, it
Um,
don't matter. Whatever motivates you to be better.
Yeah,
Yeah,
right. Most definitely, man. Healthy habits, better habits. That's for sure for everybody that need to step it up or continue what you guys are doing. Especially for us stoners out there that consume our favorite plant. You don't want to just kind of just be the guy on the couch. Although guy on the couch seems fun,
right.
uh, but it's nice to still smoke, but be healthy, bro. Lift a couple weights, do a little couple push-ups like you guys do. Run a little bit. Doesn't matter. Walk around, but do something. I mean, we're meant to you know move around. Not just kind of sit down and watch TV and stuff like that, but.
Without a doubt, don't fall into that narrative of like you said, that guy on the couch. All potheads aren't inactive. There's a lot of active potheads out there.
Most
You know.
definitely. And yeah, I think that kind of wraps it up, ladies and gents. Again, this is our sponsors, Midwest Terps. Before we wrap it up and say goodbye and everything, do you guys have anything else to say?
Man, look out for the Salt versus Organics, Michigan versus Illinois. That's coming in February. Anybody in Illinois that wants to rep and help Illinois get the win against Michigan, man, come out, join, participate. You don't even have to participate; just come out, support the cause, man. Smoke some good weed, have some good conversation.
That's what's up, y'all.
All I got. Other than that, we'll be at the Urban Legend this Sunday.
Most definitely, most definitely. So yeah. What about you, Tom Boy? You got anything else to say?
Uh, if you see us out and about, pretty sure, especially me, I'll smoke with you. It don't even matter.
There's a guy.
I would. I usually got flowers somewhere.
Ah, most definitely. That's what's up, you guys. But yeah, most likely you guys will see me as well. Doing some content with my camera and stuff. I'll bring some dabs, that's for sure. So
Uh-oh.
I'm ready to dab with you guys.
Nice.
Um, but
Dabatron.
yeah, yeah, most definitely, bro. Fucking dabs, bro. I love my dabs. Um,
Mr. Terpco over there.
I like the name.
He told you we'd be doing this.
Uh,
This that.
Terminator.
the Terminator, the Terpster, the Terpster. But yeah, no, that just wraps it up, ladies and gents, for tonight's episode. Again, this is your main host Chino with our special guest here, Midwest Terps, our boy E and Tom. And yeah, we won't see you guys in the next episode or vlog. And yeah, if you guys are still smoking, continue on your sesh. Not, then have a good one. And yeah, take it easy out there.
Peace.